It's cool now. Hi there, Danny here. Danny, how do I film my biking, my races? How do I edit those? What software and hardware do you use? I'm gonna tell you about my cameras, how do I mount those on the bike and on myself, and if you're interested in the software part of it, meaning how do I edit the videos? It can be very simple. What to do not to edit the video if you need to cut it. There is a way for that for free. And finally, the overlays, power metrics, all the metrics you wanna do. If you are interested, like this video. If there will be just plenty of likes, I will do it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna spam the channel here. So first off, the cameras. If you are vlogging, if you are filming your family, your dog, anything, you don't need good cameras, you don't need good gear, so don't start off with the gear. But if you are filming something where there's a lot of movement or a lot of details like the trees, the rocks and leaves on the trees, leaves are so hard for our cameras. You need very good quality, you need high bitrate, and so I am using, for a good reason, just two GoPro cameras, GoPro 4 and GoPro 6, not GoPro 5, GoPro 4 and GoPro 6. If you wanna have, as I do, I would love to see your videos, the back camera and the front camera, that's what I really recommend. GoPro 4 at the back, GoPro 6 in the front. If you're on the budget, there is also a camera I did review many months ago. It's the Icontex. This camera is way cheaper. It will do the job. If you don't do it professionally, as I do, this will do the job. Even for myself, as a rear camera, this would do the job. The problem with this one is that on GoPro 4, I can use the backpack battery, which lasts for the race. Very few of you will do movies longer than an hour, maybe 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that would be your videos. Icontex can do the job, link is in the description. But now, how do I mount those? There is another accessory I'm gonna show you, and what's the reason behind that? First off, the front camera. I'm mounting the GoPro 6 on myself, meaning I do have the chest mount. I do recommend having chest mount, not the handlebar mount, not even the helmet camera, because on the helmet it's still shaky. And it seems like, oh, I will be able to show where I'm looking and how it looks like. It doesn't really look that good. It's like kind of strange because you're looking at your bike from above. This camera is showing you all the details. It will show you how you lean the bike, what you do, when you change the gears, when you brake, everything. And you will also notice, you have noticed, for sure you are subscribing some cool guys from America who are vlogging about biking. This view will be very good. So chest mount, I've got the original chest mount from GoPro. It's not super good quality because it got some cracks, but it works. So I have an additional tape because some accessories from GoPro just break. I still use those. If you don't go for the GoPro accessories, buy something not the cheapest, but like in the mid-range in terms of the price, okay? I bought also the cheapest chest mount in Poland. It was a crap because it has a lot of play, so the camera isn't really stable when filming. Why GoPro 6? The easiest answer is GoPro 6 has the stabilization, which works. That means when I'm going through the rough terrain, I'm not using the gimbal. I do have the gimbal. As you know, the Feiyutech gimbal didn't work for me. They fixed it twice already for me. And after 30 minutes of riding, it will just lose the horizon. So it's not leveled anymore and it doesn't recover from that. So GoPro 6 has the stabilization. Second thing, racing with the thing on you, with the gimbal, isn't that easy. It's heavier and also it bounces more because it's heavier. You also need the battery for the gimbal, and also when you lean to the back, when you go through some technical section, and your saddle is high, you're gonna be hitting your camera with the gimbal. So GoPro 6 is good value for money. It's not very cheap, it's not super expensive, it is a good camera. So I'm using GoPro 6 here at the front, mostly because of the stabilization. What we used to do, I used the GoPro Hero 4 for good 2 years on the channel, and I was doing the stabilization on the software. It takes a lot of time and it loses the quality, not as much as the GoPro 6 built-in stabilization. So you can do it with the software, it doesn't look that fun. This one here on the chest mount works perfectly. So that's what you need to know about GoPro 6. Now, GoPro 4. GoPro 4 is now on very good price on Amazon. And I use GoPro 4 also when we are filming something else, like my cameraman is just riding behind me when I'm doing some stuff. We've got so many crazy shots on the What is Mountain Biking movie, 90 minutes movie for you, just editing right now. We use the gimbal and GoPro 4, and GoPro 4 also has some slot here for the backpack battery, which GoPro 6 does not have. GoPro 6 would last for me for about 1 hour, 40 minutes or so. Full HD, 60 frames per second. That means I can do cross-country races, which are usually 80, 90 minutes. GoPro 4 backpack camera. Don't think that the backpack camera, which has even larger capacity than the built-in, the one that you put into it, because this one is 1160 milliamps. The backpack is 1240, but it doesn't double the time. I did review on this one, I said doesn't work really well. You don't you think even that this one will double the time, but it will last for 1 hour and 30 minutes with the backpack. For that, I use this skeleton, and you need to use different back doors. If you use a backpack, you need to use the thicker back door, but what I recommend is to use the open one, because you're gonna get some better the audio quality. You're not gonna be able to maybe talk when you have this one on just under the saddle. You will hear a lot of noise from the drivetrain and so, but still, if you sometimes want to use maybe just the shot from the rear camera, the open door is something I would recommend for you to use. I also have one accessory, which is the battery charger for GoPro Hero 4, but you don't really need it. I use 2 batteries. I have 2 batteries plus the backpack. You don't need it because you just plug in the cable here through the USB, and you will be able to charge both batteries, the backpack through this one and the one which is inside as well. So you don't need the charger. I've got it, you don't need it. But GoPro 4 on Amazon now, really good price, quality still very good. Now, the accessory you need is this. I'm using Tax GoPro mount, which is pretty versatile. It will allow you to mount your camera on the stem if you want to. If you don't want to use chest mount, it will be on the stem. It's not that dynamic, it doesn't show that many details, but still you can do it. But same thing allows you to put it right there. Let me show you. I did also some review on that. So this is the little thing you put on the rails of your saddle. Important note, if your rails are moved forward and there is no space here, you're not going to be able to use it. Very important for you to know. And then your camera just clicks in right here. It is a very good quality accessory, except for the play it's got when you fully even click it in. So I use some tape. There is some tape here, and now with the tape there is no play. You don't wanna this movement while you're riding and filming, because your camera will not do really good shots. So this is something I like, because also when you don't use it, you can use it, for example, for the bottle cage. Same thing, additional thing if you buy the bottle cages, so that's cool. You can also put there, should be somewhere here. Yeah, you can also put here the mud guard. So this is good. I'm using it. I do like it. But when I didn't have it, the simple thing was to put your camera on the seat post and then use the electrical tape. That's it. And it really worked. So that's something you want to have. As I'm saying, something like eye contacts. Maybe I didn't test the, how is it called? Feiyutech, not Feiyutech. Some other Chinese well-known brands right now. Might be like Xiaomi. I think Xiaomi might be also good and much less expensive. But yes, I confirm the GoPro 6 is a good quality. It works for me. Many races already done, tens of hours, if not hundreds of hours already videotaped. Remember, you need SD card, the fastest SD card for the sport cameras. So that's it. This is how it works. After the race or after the training, after any shooting, what I need to do is to take the SD card from the rear camera and from the front camera, and then I'm gonna overlay like the small screen of the rear camera in the big screen of the front camera. That's what you see on my races. So you see the full screen looking just as I do when riding, and then the small screen with the rear view. It takes some time for the computer to render that. After that, we put the overlays. How to do that, I also already did the video. I can just make it all together. If you need just to cut the video without rendering, there is also a way to do that. Just let me know by simply liking this video. And that's it. This is my setup. This is already like 3 years old. This has been for me. I bought it like took a loan, bought it on credit. 3 years ago, was it? Yeah, and it's been working well. This little frame around the lens, it just fell off, but I put some electrical tape and now it works perfectly, no problem. And still, this is the original battery. The backpack is already 2 years old, working hard, working good. So 90 minutes, no problem. If it's cold, if it's a winter, if you are like snowboarding or something, it won't take that long pictures. Like 90 minutes, not possible. I think in the very cold weather, it did some 60, 58 minutes for me or so. This is it. So that is the answer to your question, guys. Let me know if you have any further questions, and if you want the software, just like the video, and see you soon. Bye bye.